First of all, let me say a lot of people are super frustrated right now and already exhausted with all the new changes. Every day it's something new, but acting like you don't know the laws or what's going on or the new changes can be detrimental to you. So please pay attention. I woke up this morning and here's another headline. Trump administration issues another warning to green card holders. So, if you are a green card holder, or if you have family members and friends who are green card holders, then this might be for you and them. If you are not and you don't care, then scroll right along. So, the Trump administration has issued a fresh warning to green card holders in the United States, advising them to behave like a guest in our house or risk removal, escalating concerns among millions of legal residents amid this intensified immigration enforcement. A post that was put up on X formerly known as Twitter, now owned by Elon Musk, from U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, USCIS. That is their official X account. This weekend reminded lawful permanent residents, green card holders, that your stay in this country is not guaranteed and could be revoked if you are deemed a threat to national interest. This is a broad area. If you are deemed a threat to national interest. I've been speaking to my audience here at SouFLoTV for a while about immigration issues. One of the things I have advised you to do if you are a green card holder is keep your mouth shut, stay off social media, keep your opinions to yourself when it comes to the political landscape and who you support, especially outside of the United States of America. Long story short, to put it in simple terms, if you are seen as someone who supports an enemy of this agenda, you can easily be labeled as someone who is deemed a threat to national interest, and your green card can be revoked and you can be sent packing, which means when you see people out in the streets protesting, you have a green card. Stay your ass in your house. When you see people gathering, holding up placards, saying they're voicing their opinions, stay away from them. Even if you might agree or resonate with what it is that's going on over there, you are in no position to be there because once those police officers come around and ICE agents are in the area and they round you up and they take you in, and they realize that you are joining protests that is against their agenda, their next step is to deem you a threat to national interest and get rid of you. It is the same thing on social media. You know, everybody likes to scroll social media, leave their little comments here and there, free this people, free that people, I hate these people, I can't stand that people. That's not your place. You might have some strong opinions. Now is the time more than ever to keep them to yourself. And this is just an advice. Notice I did not even mention anybody in particular. I'm just giving you the pieces. You fit them together, right? Or risk losing your status. Yes, that is the climate that we are living in. Here's why it matters. This warning. The warning underscores the Trump administration's broadened approach to immigration enforcement, one that now increasingly targets not just undocumented individuals, but also legal residents as well. Again, this warning underscores the Trump administration's broadened approach to immigration enforcement, one that now increasingly targets not just undocumented individuals, but also legal residents. A lot of green card holders are under the impression that As long as I don't commit any crimes like, jaywalking, simple, picking up a traffic ticket, simple, or selling drugs, or getting caught with a little bag of weed, or doing anything outside of the law, I should be good. Well, your opinions and voicing them in the streets or on social media can also make you a target. So, at the center of this shift is a growing policy emphasis on social media monitoring and ideological scrutiny, as legal residents are reportedly being deported or denied re entry into the US based on their online activities or their political affiliation. I kid you not. I'm reading straight from the site, giving you the information as it breaks right now. This is not what we're making up. This is what is happening right before your eyes. I know a lot of people are going to say, but where is our freedom? Listen, you are under a government that says you are 100% in with America. Stand on what their agenda is, or you are 100% out. And the fact that you are in a trial and error space, meaning you're not a citizen. Worst, you're not even a birth citizen. So you are in a space where you have to prove your loyalty to this nation and its leadership, or anything along the lines that make you seem like you could be an enemy to the state is reason, and good reason, to get rid of you as soon and quickly as possible. Let me read this to you again. This warning that the USCIS just put up on X, used to be Twitter, on their official account, warning green card holders to watch yourself. This warning underscores the Trump administration that's broadened approach to immigration enforcement, one that now increasingly targets not just undocumented individuals, but also legal residents as well. That is you, green card holder, you are legally here. Now, at the center of this shift is a growing policy emphasis on social media monitoring and ideological scrutiny. What type of ideologies are you getting into? Are you broadcasting? Are you curating and sharing online? As legal residents are reportedly being deported or denied re-entry into the US based on their online activity or political affiliation. Let's give you an example. You posted a bunch of stuff online recently that is deemed they don't like it here in the US. You think all is well. My status is good. I have my green card. I've had it for the past 3 years. I'm just going to run down to the Caribbean for a quick 1-week vacation and get back to the US. They've been meticulously scrutinizing your social media, and they come across this type of ideology that you've been sharing. They stop you at the airport and they decide you will not be re-entering the United States of America because you are now deemed to be a threat to national interest, perfectly within their rights to do so, because this is what they have curated. This is the way things are set up now, and this is how it is going to be. Don't fight it. Resistance is futile. The administration tactics have raised urgent questions about free speech, about surveillance, and about the limit of due process for immigrants who have lived legally in this country for years. Here's what you need to know. So the post was shared on the official USCIS account, and it stated, everyone should be on notice. If you're a guest in our country, you better act like it. Our robust social media vetting program to identify national security and public safety risks never stops. USCIS is on watch to find anything online that poses a threat to our nation and our way of life. Remember when I told y'all, I said I did my years in the military. I am a U.S. Army infantry combat veteran. I am a immigrant by nature of the word immigrant, but I left Jamaica as a very young kid, and I was raised in the United States of America. When people ask me where my loyalty lies, I've already said I took an oath, and my oath is to uphold the Constitution of the United States of America and to protect America from all enemies, foreign or domestic. There's no way that you can get your citizenship here. There's no way that you can serve in our military here without those oaths. Okay, so I've been called a sellout. I've been called all kinds of different names, and I've justified by saying this. Everything I have was given to me by the United States of America, in the United States of America. And it's funny that people should take offense to that, even though all my 6 children were born here and are being raised here. So it is in my best interest to protect our way of life in this great country we call the United States of America. If you want to see it as bootlicking, that's your problem. We live a good life here, and I'm thankful for the opportunity to do so. I say all that to say this. If you are so offended by anything that is going on in the United States of America or its leadership to the point where you might be deemed the enemy of the state, then it's easy to just leave. Go choose another country to be in. Why risk going through all that knowing that you really don't want to be thrown out or deported or stopped and denied re-entry? If you are someone who is invested in your green card and you're looking to one day become a citizen and you are actually building a life in the United States of America, please take these advice and do as said. You will thank yourself later. Now, for the rest of you, if you feel like F America, I don't give a F, X, Y, Z, because we always have those, then may the chips fall where they may. Don't shoot the messenger. I'm just a messenger. USCIS announced in March that it will soon require visa and green card applicants to disclose all of their social media handles. This is part of a broader vetting effort that the agency says is absolutely essential to national security. Let me repeat that to you again. The USCIS in March this year, 2025, recently announced, while you were busy paying attention to everything else, that it will soon require visa and green card applicants to disclose all of their social media handles. This is part of a broader vetting effort that the agency says is essential for national security. Some of you have gone way down the rabbit hole already, and I know you're going to be trying to do a cleanup because you have plans to get a visa to enter the United States of America, or you'll be looking for a green card sometime soon. Please remember that whatever is done out there is never truly erased. They could pull it out of clouds if they really want to. So, we've been warning for years. Be very careful about your footprints that you're making on social media, on all social media platforms. For some people, this is going to come back to bite them in the ass, literally. Now, the information would be used once they get all your social media handles. It will be used for identity verification, for vetting, and for national security screening, is what the USCIS said. The change, now in effect, is likely to impact over 2.5 million applicants and add nearly 286,000 hours of work annually to agency staff workloads. That means it's going to take a lot of work to get this done, but they have the agents to do it. And the issue has been already put in place. So it is a requirement now to actually reveal all your social media handles. Don't think you're going to have some that you can hide and you hide it behind some kind of app where you erase the app or you take it off your device, and then when you are ready to use it, you download it back to your device and get back in the app. They're onto all those tricks. Okay. So I'm just trying to give you a heads up ahead of time so that you don't fall into this. Critics have warned that the scope and the subjectivity of this surveillance could chill free speech or could kill free speech. The Trump administration, however, has argued that those who express pro-Hamas or pro-anti-Semitic views or other ideas that go against U.S. foreign policy are a potential national security threat, and they may face deportation. So those who have not broken any laws or violated any immigration rules, and you are not one of these people who are laying a trail across social media that are anti-Semitic or pro-Hamas or anti-American, so to speak, you might have nothing to worry about. Those who have not broken those laws have nothing to worry about. Latest estimates from the USCIS for 2024 showed around 12.8 million people living in the United States of America hold green cards of lawful permanent residency, with around 8.6 million of those are eligible to apply for citizenship as we speak. So around 500,000 people seek adjustment of status to lawful permanent residency each year. Green card holders have arrived in the US from all over the world, all different countries. Some may have originally arrived on a work visa or through a marriage to a US citizen or a student visa or whatever other means they came here, or the original intent of their entry. However, at some point, they were seeking to adjust their status. So the ability to apply for US citizenship comes after 3 to 5 years of holding your green card, depending on your circumstances. Listen, several green card holders, including a Canadian tattoo artist, a business owner from Colorado, a Palestinian American student leader who now hesitates to travel abroad or even express political views online, are all concerned and under watch. For instance, I'm sure you've heard of Muhammad Khalil, a lawful permanent resident green card holder who considers himself to be an activist. He was detained this year despite no criminal charges. This has sparked outrage among immigrant advocates. The administration justified his detention under a statute that allows deportation based on potentially serious adverse foreign policy consequences. David Leopold, a past president of the American Immigration Lawyers Association, called that move a dangerous precedent, saying, "Who's next? It is a climate activist. Is it trans activist? It is somebody who is concerned about healthcare. Is it somebody who just simply opposes Donald Trump? Who's next?" DHS, Department of Homeland Security officials have reiterated that green card holders are not entitled to unconditional stay, despite perceived and real additional protection granted to green card holders compared to other visa holders. Now, what are people saying? Let's look. So the First Amendment protects everyone in the United States, regardless of their immigration status. This is what the Center of Democracy and Technology Deputy Director Becky Branham said. The First Amendment protects everyone in the U.S., regardless of their immigration status. The Trump administration cannot change the Constitution by bullying and surveilling immigrant communities online. The administration's social media monitoring and viewpoint-based immigration policies will irrevocably chill or stop non-citizens' expressions and risk everyone's First Amendment rights. Well, guess what? I can go on and on about what everyone is saying about this, but at the end of the day, if USCIS has officially put this out, then just go with that, what it is. Because all these activists and people who are say they want to save people from being deported, they are nowhere around when ICE come to round you up. They are nowhere around when you travel out of the country and you're trying to get back in and you are stopped and detained at entry and then you are told you won't be coming back in. They are nowhere around when they come scoop you up out your house and take you to some facility where they will process you for deportation. These people are nowhere around. So they can scream First Amendment and all this other stuff if they want to. But what ICE is saying, I would advise you, that should be what you should be going by. Vice President J.D. Vance said in a Fox News interview last month, a green card holder, even if I may like that green card holder, doesn't have an indefinite right to be in the United States of America. If the Secretary of State and the President decides that this person shouldn't be in America, it's that simple. It's simple as that. You just won't be here anymore. No explanation needed, and no conversation needs to be had with any of these people claiming to be advocates. So, what happens next? Well, as social media monitoring becomes a formal part of the immigration system, attorneys are urging green card holders especially to be cautious with your online activities and to avoid extended trips abroad without legal guidance. Legal experts also anticipate there will be a surge in citizenship applications as lawful permanent residents seek to protect themselves, one more layer of protection from sudden removal. You've been warned. That's what I do here on SouFLoTV. Hit that subscribe button. Click the bell next to the subscribe button so you are notified every time a new immigration update or a warning like this one is issued, so we will cover it and post it to this channel. I'll catch you on the next video. I'm out. Peace.